That's not the only thing that Samsung had to talk about, though. They got this Z Fold 2, and I'm arguably more excited about this. I've been up and down on folding devices, and I sort of had come to the conclusion, Will, that we were just in the infancy. Well, I mean, I didn't come to that conclusion. We obviously are in the infancy of foldables, and many people would come to that conclusion. But Samsung, they were able to take what they learned with the original Galaxy Fold and refine it a little bit. Let's be honest. That's what we're looking at here, is a refinement in the form of the Z Fold 2. The big takeaway here is the far larger front display when closed in your, what do you call that? Your closed mode? Your slab mode, where you're using your device as a regular smartphone. It's still going to be fatter, but you got this way bigger display on the front. That was the characteristic that made the Mate series foldable interesting, is it was able to maintain a large front display where the Galaxy Fold had this tiny little thing. Well, of course, in the presentation, Samsung representative goes on to say, hey, we heard from our customers that they were using that front display far more than we had anticipated. And therefore, we knew we had to scale it up. We knew we had to grow the front display. And that's what they've done here. Now they've packed a tremendous amount of tech into this thing. If you consider just what you have to fit in there, the enormous front display, the enormous interior display, it's all folding together. You got the top of the line specifications. Otherwise, your notch has shrunk down to what they call the Infinity O. You have this tiny little front-facing camera, so it's a better screen-to-body ratio on the inside. They shrunk the hinge, so there's less opportunity for the dust and stuff, which, of course, you had the controversy when the thing first came out. Is this going to be durable enough? So they addressed a little bit of that. The camera module, the cohesiveness with the remainder of the Samsung lineup, like that rear end is looking a lot like this new Note stuff. So it's all coming together for foldables. It certainly is an improvement. Would you agree?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I heard that they added brushes within the hinge to prevent stuff from going in. So,
yeah.
I mean,
it's one way to learn, isn't it? You put stuff out in the world, you see how people use it, you see what the benefits are and the drawbacks, you see you're honest about it, and you go back to the drawing board. It's one way to figure out, hey, what happens in the real world and where are we going to have to make our improvements? Now, another thing to mention about this Z Fold 2 reveal, I had heard from a couple people on Twitter that they hired BTS instead of myself for the unboxing video of the Z Fold, and I think they made a tremendous decision here. There's no way I could replicate this experience here.
No. There can only be one.
Yeah, what they've got going on is just, I can't even begin to approach something like that. I mean, just on the looks alone, I show up there, scruffy old me, in studio. But actually, it is important to note that it has been a bit of a subdued launch because they had to host the digital-only version of the presentation, and I think it was actually being broadcast or recorded in Korea.
Yeah.
But shout out to Austin Evans for calling me out, saying that BTS has replaced me. He's completely correct. And if you look at my reply, where is my reply? It was only a matter of time. That's my reply. With the skull emoji, which is my favorite emoji, but anyone who's been watching the channel for long enough knows that the skull emoji is my favorite emoji. This thing is going to cost, what, $1 billion? How much are you going to pay for a Z Fold 2? Well, $2,000, $2,500. Are we going to have $3,000 phones? What's going on here?
$2,000.
$2,000. Okay. All right. I guess I can.
The price?
I guess I can live with that. I don't know. I don't think they did list the price. I saw some guesses floating around. That's another one we may have to do a quick search on. If it's just strictly speculation. Z Fold 2 price. See what we come up with here. I don't think they did say a price. Oh, just speculation. Yeah, no, nothing yet. I think $2,000 is pretty close. It might be a little bit more if you look at the original Fold.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's going to be a niche product just because of the price point. But foldables appear to be here to stay, and Samsung continues to improve it. And it's good news for the industry because everybody can look at what Samsung learns here and implement some of these things. And maybe we're Maybe we don't have to give up on our science fiction dreams of pocketable, foldables, 7.5-inch screen, big screen on the outside. You got something to say, Will?
No, it's here. I mean, the Fold. It's impressive.
All right.
I'm looking forward to it.
You heard it from Will.